guys, welcome back to Beauty Chats with Brittany. Today's video these are some of my favorite videos to film. We are going to be updating my Shop My Stash. So, if you're not familiar, Shop My Stash is basically where I go through my makeup collection, pull out products to use, and I use them for roughly like 2 weeks, sometimes sooner if I'm getting bored of them. And then I film when I'm putting the products away to give my reviews and let you know what I ended up keeping, what I ended up getting rid of, and why. And then I film another video letting you know what I'm replacing all those products with. So it's kind of a way for you to get a sneak peek into my makeup collection, to get some reviews on some products, and I don't know, we can just sit here and chill, talk. Yeah, that's it. So I've already filmed the part where I talked about what I had already used and if I was keeping it, if I was getting rid of it, and why. So today we're going to be doing what I'm putting into my cube. So what I've pulled out from my makeup collection that I want to use for the next week to 2 weeks to figure out if I want to keep it, if I still like it, and just to use up. Some of these I know that I like and I just want to make progress on them. A lot of products though this time are newer or ones that I haven't used in a long time and I can't remember how I feel about them. And sometimes that's just what happens when you are ridiculous and your makeup collection's too big. It's just the life that we live sometimes, you know? So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start out with primers, I think. So the very first primer that I have is pretty new to me. I've only used 1 or 2 times. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas. My ear itches. Sorry, that's probably gross. I've swatched it once or twice and used it once or twice, but I want to use it on a regular basis. First impressions, this has more moisture in it than the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer does. It's cheaper than the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer by like $50. So I'm gonna pull it out to try it. Put that little guy in there. Next for primer, I have the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Pore Refiner Primer. This is a pore minimizer. It says it absorbs oil and mattifies shine. It does say that you can use it on its own as just like a make your skin look better kind of thing. I did use this when we went to Kings Island one day. It's just to put all over my face. And it does make your skin look better, but I want to try it as a primer because it's been a minute since I've done it as that. And I remember loving it, but I want to see if that's still the case. That was a long discussion. Okay, next is the Honest Beauty Everything Cream Foundation. This looks gross, so I'm sorry ahead of time. This is in the shade of Snow. This is a product that I tried to film a video on. It was a complete fail because this looked so bad on my skin. So I'm going to take it out to keep using it to see if that was a one-time thing or if it's an all-the-time thing, and I need to get rid of this. Cream foundation is also something that's very, very new to me. I almost always use a liquid foundation, so maybe that was part of the reason when I first applied it, because I do think this is a little bit trickier to apply because it's cream. You can't just pump it out and then it's different. So yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna put that in there. And then I have 2 other foundations that I pulled out to use. So the first one is brand new. I haven't even used it yet at all. This is the Tarte Found Sealer Foundation. I have mine in the shade of Fair and Neutral. First impression, as far as the packaging goes, I love that you can just twist this up to make the pump come up and twist it back down. I love that that's so travel friendly. I like the cap. I like the palm trees and the gold trim. I think the name of it's kind of weird, Found Sealer, but that's fine. I will say that the packaging is a little deceiving because when you twist this up, it lifts up this foundation, and look at how much of this is not even filled with foundation. So that kind of sucks, but I did get this 50% off because I had, like, it was like a diamond perk through Ulta, so that's why I got it. You know your girl is a sale, but yeah, I want to try this out. I have heard that as far as oily skin goes, it's not the best, but that Too Faced Do You foundation that I ended up living is also not for oily skin, and I ended up really liking it, so we'll see. Okay, next foundation I have is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. I did not do that on purpose, but I have 2 foundation and concealer foundations. That's funny. This is in the shade Alabaster. I've had this for probably like 3 or 4 months. I just haven't used very much of it, so that's why I'm taking it out to try and use it today. I remember liking it, but that's why we're doing this, to find out if that's still the case. So that's it for foundation. I do have one eyeshadow primer. This is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in Eden. I actually had this out in my last Shop My Stash, but I felt like I didn't get to use it very much, so I'm leaving it out to use again this time. That's it for foundation. Next we're going to move on to concealer and cream contour, because I did pull out some cream contour products. For concealer, I have 2. They're the same concealer, just 2 different shades. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer. I have mine in the shade Ivory and in the shade Fair. The packaging to me is super interesting because it looks like it's going to be a squeezy tube, but you unscrew it and it's actually a doe foot applicator. I used one of these yesterday. Maybe it was yesterday, I can't remember. And I did really like how it looked, but we're going to pull it out to keep using it. And that's all I have for concealer. I do have cream contour. These are the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD High Definition Concealers in the shades Almond and Warm Sand. I think these are going to be too warm because I did use them in a video already and they were too warm in that video. So it's not like the color changed, but I feel like I can make them work if I just dot it on instead of doing stripes. If that doesn't, you know what I'm saying, like instead of doing like a whole stripe and blending it out, if I just do dots so that way it doesn't look so warm and intense, I feel like I could make these work. So we're gonna try. Okay. Brow wise, I kept everything the same from the exact same from the last Shop My Stash, if I can talk. Okay, powders. Loose powder, I have the Coty Airspun. This is the one in translucent. Wow. Am I only gonna say it that way now? Translucent. Oh my gosh, I forgot how much this smells. Or Extra Coverage is the name of it. This is one of my favorite loose drugstore powders. It's just been so long since I've used it because I've been using all these other kinds that I've obviously forgotten this fragrance that comes with this, because holy goodness gracious, this is intense. It smells like grandma is what it smells like. Baby powder, grandma. I don't love that, but I do love that. To me, I'm sitting here complaining, but I would use it time and time again with that scent because the finish of it is just beautiful. It helps my makeup stays up all day, so I really shouldn't be complaining because it's gorgeous. Next powder, we have the Makeup Forever Powder Foundation in Y225. I want to start using this more for like natural. I've been into like the fresh makeup look, even though it doesn't look like it right now because I'm basically wearing a smoky eye today. But I've been into like the fresh makeup. You know, I still do the foundation, concealer, powder, but I will do no eyeshadow or just my bronzer as my eyeshadow, mascara only on my upper lashes, and I just love how it looks. So I want to use this with like the Foundsealer or that cream foundation to add more coverage but keep it fresh. So, and I've used that a few times and I really do love it, so I'm not using it to, or pulling it out to find out if I like it or not. I'm just pulling it out so I can use it more. Okay, anyways, that was a long explanation. Next powder is the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Powder Foundation in the shade Fair. Similar thing where I just want to use this to add some extra coverage. that's why I pulled that guy out. So that's going to be it for powders. Next, we're going to move on to bronzers. Pretty much every bronzer that I pulled out to use today is a newer bronzer to me. Sorry, I just want to find out what my thoughts are on them. The first one is the Cover FX Sun-Kissed bronzer. This is their monochromatic bronzer duo. I've used the matte bronzer and I really liked it from what I can remember. The shade scares the poops out of me because it looks so like sheeny, which I guess watching it doesn't look as scary as it does in the pan. But I want to try it, see what I think, because you never know. Just like with that NARS foundation, if you watch my previous video, you know what I'm talking about. Next bronzer, we have the Maybelline City Bronzer in the shade of 200. I've also used this a handful of times, and I think for the most part that I like it, but I want to keep trying it to find out if I shall. Final bronzer, we have the MAC Electric Wonder Bronzer. This is their next to nothing bronzing powder formula in the shade Canyon Dreamin'. I love the packaging of this. It's so pretty. It's like smooth and like matte, like rubbery almost. It's hard to explain. And I really love the color of this bronzer. And I used it a handful of times and liked it when I used it, but like, you know, comment them. I want to keep seeing if I still like it. Okay, for blush, I have the 2 Dose of Colors blushes. These are from the Blush Like You Meant It collection, which I think was limited edition and not available anymore. This one is in the shade Amazement, and this one is in the shade Statement. So this is more peach, and this is more pink. It's just been a minute since I've used both of them, so I wanted to get them out to use. And then I have 2 blush duos from Jouer. The first one is the Coquette Blush Duo. This is like the mauve one. And the second one is the Flirt Blush Duo. And I think I've recently used these in a Shop My Stash. I don't know if it was in a video or if it was just on my own before I was making videos. But I feel like I always forget about these in my collection, and I don't know if it's because they're just not good or if it's just me forgetting about them or what, so I wanted to pull them out to find out what the case is. If it's just because I don't care for them, then I don't need to be keeping them, you know? Okay, highlighters. So I have 2 highlighters from NARS that I pulled out to use. The first one is in the shade Capri. And then I have this other one is in the shade Fort de France. It's been a while since I've used both of these. There's obviously some usage. You can see where they've been used, especially this one. I just can't remember. I mean, I'm pretty sure I liked them because I didn't get rid of them, but my voice is hating me right now. But I need to keep trying them to find out for sure. Next we have Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator. This one is in the shade Gilded Honey. This is one of those highlighters that at one point everyone was talking about it. I don't remember being that impressed by it when I tried it, but that's why we're pulling it out again to use it. I hate the packaging. They could do so much better, but it's fine. Okay, next we're going to move on to like single eyeshadows. Mascara wise, I'm still using Benefit Bad Gal Bang. I'm going to keep using that until I use it up, and then I can swap out another one. That way I don't have too many mascaras going on at once. I do actually have the Honest Beauty Lengthening Mascara open, so I think I'm going to stick this in there too. But that's all we're doing mascara wise. Single eyeshadows, I have 2 of these Tarte Chrome paints. One is in the shade Beach Babe. This is like a golden copper. That's such a pretty color. So we're gonna get that one out to use. I know I was obsessed with these on the day that I got them, and unless they've like dried out or something since then, I'm still obsessed with them. I just need to use them more. And then the other one I have is in the shade Frosé. This is like a pinky gold duochrome. That one looks really pretty too. So we're gonna stick there is enough. Okay, and then I do have some ColourPop singles. So the very first one I have is in the shade Ritz. This is from their collaboration they did with like the Humane Society to raise money. It looks like a really pretty taupey color, so I'm going to put that in there. And then we have another one in the shade Honey. Same thing for the Humane Society. This is like a rose gold color. It looks really pretty. Put that one in there. And then we have this one that's in this black packaging, so I'm assuming it was limited edition, and the tag's completely worn off. But this is like a silvery taupe color. I'm going to put that one in there too because that looks really pretty. Okay, next we're going to do palettes, lips, and then we'll be done. So the very first palette I pulled out to use is the MAC Ignite Wonder Face Palette. This is basically like a highlighter palette. You could really use these as blushes if you wanted. They're just super sparkly. And then this one is a bronzer if you wanted to. I tried this once when I first got it and I was okay from what I can remember. So I need to keep trying it to find out if I like it. Next we have the Tarteist Pro Glow Highlighter. Or this isn't a highlight, it's a face palette. So you have a cream contour, a powder contour, and 4 highlighters. Again, I can't remember if I liked this or not. So I'm gonna pull it out to use it and find out if I do. As is with what I do with all of these videos. Next, for eyeshadow palettes, I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. I just feel like I haven't given this as much attention as I thought I would. Because it's such a pretty neutral palette, and I feel like I've recently had these out in a shop, my stash, but I just want to keep using it, so I'm going to pull it out again because I can do what I want. Next we have, this is I'm actually super excited about because it's been so long since I've used it. This is the Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette. This is so pretty. I love it so much. I don't know why it's been so long since I've used this. Yeah, I think this is limited edition. You can't get it anymore, but oh my gosh, if you can get your hands on any Colored Rain eyeshadows, they are stunning. I love them. I mean, I've only tried the ones in this palette, but if they're anything like this, then they're amazing. So, pulling these out to use, that's it for my palettes that I'm trying to use. And then lastly, we have lip products. So, how do I want to do this? We're just going to go random. First lip product I have is the Kylie Jenner Velvet Liquid Lipstick in the shade Harmony. This is like a pinky color. I'm using this just trying to use this. I know already that I love her Velvet Matte Lipstick formula. I'm not the biggest fan of her Liquid Matte Lipstick formula, although her shade Exposed is a very pretty nude, but the formula itself is just really drying. Next, I have this Pixie and Chloe Morello lip icing. This is in the shade Cake. It's basically a gold glitter gloss. Smells like freaking vanilla cupcakes. I love it. I'm gonna pull it out to use it. Next, we have a product that's kind of new to me. This is the Alamar Cosmetics. It's like their nude lip gloss in the shade Coquetta. I know I'm not saying that right. Did this stopper just come off of this? Hold on. Okay, I just used this and it definitely did not look like that. I think the stoppers come out. I got this in my BoxyCharm. Yeah, it did not look like that when I first had it. And look at it's too wide. I think the stoppers come off. Well, that kind of stinks. Okay, don't love that. Love the packaging. Love the brand. I have an eyeshadow palette by them that I adore. Formula wise, so far I really do like this. This is actually held up surprisingly well for being like a thick gloss. I'm gonna apply some more. Yeah, there was definitely, ooh, not that much product on the applicator the very first time I used it. The only thing that kind of trips me out about this applicator, so on this side, it's like the fuzzy doe foot. This side is like plastic. So, which side are you supposed to use? Which side is better to use? Is one side that way for a reason? This feels like so much product on my lips. Yeah, look at it. You see it being stringy? And I think it's because that stopper came off and now there's too much product on the applicator. You see that? There's literally a string of lip gloss. Okay. Hopefully it's just mine that's like that. This is literally like gooping up on my lips. Do you see how right by my Cupid's bow it's just hanging there like that? And I don't think it's, let me be clear, I think this is really pretty and I love the formula. I think it's just acting this way because the stopper came out and there's too much product on the applicator now, which it could just be mine. So I think the actual product itself is so pretty. That's why I'm using it. Anyways, moving on. Next we have the L'Oreal liquid lipstick in the shade I Rule. I'm pulling this out because I'm debating on getting rid of this one, only because I am not a mauve kind of person. Mauves tend to look way too purple on my lips, and then it makes my lip, let me get my thoughts together. Mauves tend to look purple, which in turn looks gray, which in turn makes me look dead. So mauve typically isn't something that I can wear. So but that one's a stain. So I'm taking that one out because it's supposed to be like a liquid lipstick stain. So I'm taking that one out to see if I like it or not. Long story short, that went on for way too long. Okay, next we have the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Aesthetic. This is the collaboration they did with I Love Sarahi. It's basically like an orangey terracotta color. And then I'm also going to take out the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Bear With Me. This is like a pinky nude. More pink than nude, but that's okay. I'm going to use that one. And then I have the MAC Cosmetics Aladdin Lip Glass. This is in the shade Magic Carpet Ride. This is like a pale pink gloss with glitter. Or even like a milky pink gloss with like glitter throughout it. You can see it there better. Gonna use that guy. We have the Urban Decay lipstick in the shade Stark Naked. This is just, I need to find out if it's still okay to use, if I still like it, because this is in Urban Decay's old packaging. So it's got some age on it. I need to find out if it's still okay. ColourPop Velvet Blur not liquid lipstick, Brittany. Why are you saying that? ColourPop Velvet Lipstick in the shade Y2K. Again, mauve. Need to find out if it looks okay on me. This one's not as bad because it's not as gray purple as some of the other mauves I own, so I think it'd be okay. We gotta try to find out. KKW Classic K liquid lipstick. This is honestly probably one of my favorite nudes, so I'm taking it out so I can use it. MAC Cosmetics Love You Back. This is a matte finish. This looks super nude, and again, it may look kind of gray on me, so we're gonna try that. And then lastly, we have the MAC Cosmetics Patrick Star not liquid lipstick. Stop. It's not a liquid lipstick, it's a lipstick. MAC Cosmetics Patrick Star lipstick in the shade She Better Work. It's like this pinky color. That looks like it almost has a blue undertone, which makes me nervous as far as what it's gonna look like on me. Sometimes, like, honestly guys, sometimes I buy stuff just because, like, of the hype up around it, which I'm sure you guys can relate, but that's why I have to go back through and see if I still like it. Okay, so that is it for my Shop My Stash update. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry. Let me know if you want me to keep giving you these updates every few weeks. If you like these videos, if you like seeing the new stuff I put in, not so much the old stuff I take out, or vice versa. If you would rather both of those things be in one long video. If you don't like these videos at all. I'm also thinking about filming just like a makeup collection video in general, where I just show you everything. If that's something you want to see, let me know too. Organization wise, I don't have great organization, only because those organizers are freaking expensive, and I'm just working with what I got. I manage, but yeah. Let me know what else you guys want to see. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, you subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, if you liked this video. That's going to be it for me today. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye!